Hello everyone, my name is Lily, I'm a witch and I'm a tarot reader. Welcome to today's video, which is going to be a reading for the week starting tomorrow, so January the 23rd, and ending on Sunday the 29th of January. So first of all, please excuse my voice. I've got a bit of a sore throat, so my voice is a bit weird right now. I hope you don't mind too much. So, how was your week? How did things go? What did you get from my last reading, if you did get anything? So I'm very curious what this next week is about to bring us. So let's just see, without further ado, what the cards have in store for us. As always, please remember this is a very general reading, so it won't be applied perfectly to everyone out there. So just take from this reading what resonates with you and leave the rest. Oh, there's quite a lot. Wow, there's a lot going on. Okay, so I'm sorry, once again, I'm really sorry about my voice and my sore throat. Please forgive me. I hope you can enjoy this reading anyway. So what do we have to say about this next week? Well, there's really a lot going on. We've got a lot of major arcanas in the reading. Well, half of it actually. Half of the cards that we have are major arcana. So the feeling that I get from this reading just by looking at it is that there are things that are actually up to us to do, but there are greater forces in motion right now, if that makes sense. I mean, it's not like it's destiny or anything, because destiny is also, I'm sorry, something that you can actually build for yourself with your actions. So what I feel like is that there's something else going on in this week, and something that it's not up to you to actually decide, and it has nothing to do with destiny. So let's start with the cards one by one, and let's see what they're trying to say. So we start with a Princess of Discs, which it's a very good card. It talks to us about the material world, and right now I feel it's a bit about money, but it could also be about your day-to-day life. And that that card is followed by the Fool, which it may seem like bad card, but it's not. It's what I feel like it's more like a trickster card, because the Fool, it could be someone that is actually fooling themselves, maybe just being a fool in the good sense of the term. But what I feel like the Fool is the starting point. It's the point zero of your path. It's the exact moment when you decide that you are going to embark on a path, if that makes sense. So the Fool right there next to the Lovers, what it's telling me is that you've decided to get something, to find something in your life, and that could be about love, because we've got the Lovers, but it could also be about some kind of unity, some kind of merging of interests maybe, or people, or forces, or mostly I feel it could be a lot about interest. It could also be about people, but I'm not sure it's it means like in a relationship kind of way. We've got then the Moon and Death, and that the Moon right now is giving me a vibe of illusions. So what you're trying to achieve is not as easy maybe as it seems. It's not as clear as it seems. maybe the intentions of this other person that you're trying to, connect to are not as clear as you thought them to be. And that that actually leads you to death, which is, in my opinion, that is an awesome card. I always say this because that means that you're leaving something behind, and there's room to start anew. So that's actually awesome. But right now, I feel that that illusion of the moon that we've just seen, that will actually lead to an ending, and that is why we've got death here. That is what death is telling me right now. We're gonna get to an ending. But don't worry, because not all endings are a bad thing. Actually, some endings, they lead necessarily to new beginnings, and that is awesome. And even if that this ending that you're about to experience is a bit heavy on you in an emotional way as well, just take a deep breath, take a step back, and look at what's actually happening. Look at what you've lost. Look at what's dead right now, and you'll see that you will see the illusion that the moon was telling us about with this reading. So when we get to the ending of this something that you're trying so hard to achieve, then actually we've got two very positive and active cards. So you can see here the Prince of Wands and the Queen of Discs. So what I feel like, usually queens and knights, I feel they're like people in your life. Right now, I'm not so sure. Right now, I'm sorry, I feel like the Prince of Wands is going to, it means that you're taking action after this death that you've experienced. After this something actually ended, you're taking action. You need to take action. Maybe it's more like an advice, because if you don't take action, stasis, it's not a very good state for anyone. You always need to move forward in your life, in your path, whatever it may be. So after this ending, take action, like the Prince of Wands is suggesting to you right now. Do something, and that something relates actually to the material world, to the Queen of Discs, as we can see here. And I don't feel the Queen is a person in this reading. I don't feel like, it's talking about a person, a woman in your life. I feel it's mostly about how you live your day-to-day life, your material life in the material world. And if you take action, and maybe you've got to change something in how you live your life, how you connect to the world, to the material world. And if you do that, that actually it leads to victory. So it's a very positive ending of the week and of the reading. I know that this reading is a bit hard on you right now, but that's the beauty of reading tarot, because they tell you things as they are. They don't lie to you. They just, you ask for something, you ask for advice, and they just tell you things as they are. Yeah, basically. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but that's my strong feelings about the tarot coming out. And I know that there's a lot going on in your life right now. I know that starting this path I'm so sorry about my voice, my sore throat, and my cough right now. So I know there's a lot going on. I know that there's something that you truly want, but that's something, you're gonna see it for what it actually is, thanks to, the moon. And the moon right now, it's telling you, this is an illusion, this is not real. There's something sketchy about it, if you allow me the word. And the end of this thing right now, it's actually not bad. It's maybe what you needed. maybe it's not what you want, because we don't always get what we want, but the tarot is telling you right now that this is what you need. You need to put an end to that situation and take action to move forward, do something that relates to your day-to-day life, and that will lead you to a better place for yourself. So yeah, that was this next week's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if you have any questions, if you have any thoughts about this, just write it down in the comments below. I'll be very, very happy to read you, and I will see you in my next videos, hopefully without this kind of voice, because it will be it's a nightmare to record with this kind of voice and this kind of software, so sorry again for that. And as always, until next time, may the gods be with you.